This year, my goals for next year and this year, what I've accomplished, photos from my work, different sites I've used, and many other academic and social things that have happened throughout the year. There'll also be goals and ideas for 7th grade, and what makes me think I'm ready for them.
To read 100 books or more. Also, I would like to try completing my work on time. One more thing I really want to improve on is step up or step back. That means if I'm doing all the work, step back, and if I'm doing nothing, then step up.
This year I have learned so many things in math. Whether it's drawing the net of a pyramid or multiplying a pair of fractions, we have done it. One of my favorite things I have done in math class is Real World Math Day. That is when we have to solve various problems that we might come across in the real world.
The first thing I'm proud of is a piece I did in language arts called Bad Bad Day. This piece was a co-author piece, and in it I learned how to work with my partner, Sama. Co-author pieces are hard because you need to combine and compromise your ideas. Our story is about a kitten that has a very bad day. The ending's a bit of a twist though, and I really liked doing this with Sama.
These reports were on the changes we saw in our eco columns, experimental and control.
We have a poetry cafe near the end of the year, and we make poems and read them to people. It's fun and everybody loves it.
One of my favorite books that I like to read is Smile. I like to read it because it's funny. The people that live in my house is my brother Saeed, my sister Tika, my mom. Yeah.
I think that I help others well and that I work well in big groups because I know how to compromise with other people. I can use these skills to help kids when they're having trouble with something that I understand, like in math or language arts or something when I need to explain a topic to them.
This assignment was to complete a Congo. The goal was around the subject of area and volume and such things like that. The hardest part of this assignment was using my knowledge of fraction, decimals, area, surface area, and volume and putting them all together. I learned that you have to go over your work before you submit anything, and it helped me to practice all of those things that I mentioned before.
Another thing I'm proud of is my lab report. My lab report was on my experimental and control bottles, which basically had mini Lake Champlains. They had aquarium and terrariums, and we used a pollutant. My pollutant was road salt. I am very proud of this piece because it was the biggest piece I did this year, and I think I put a lot of effort and the most time I've put on any other assignment. I learned how to combine different things, different ideas, tables, documents, spreadsheets, graphs, photos, label things, and all of different things that you can use Google Docs and everything else for.
I really liked the final project because, as the gamer, I was in charge of creating the game, not the story. I had to work through glitches and such problems that occur when using technology like a computer. The hardest part of this assignment was working through glitches and understanding a computer and errors. But it was also hard work to work with a large group of people like we had to create such an important game. I learned how to operate and use ARS and how to compromise and work in a large group of people. I also learned how to teach other people subjects that you understand very well, but they might not understand at all.